Imagine this. You have a great idea, a project you've been dreaming about, or a goal you know could change your life. You think about it constantly, turning it over in your mind, analyzing every possible outcome. You want to take the first step, but something holds you back. Your mind is full of what-ifs, worst-case scenarios, and doubts. You feel stuck, unable to take action. Does this sound familiar? This is the classic trap of overthinking, a mental paralysis that can stop even the best plans from becoming reality. Overthinking not only delays action, but also drains your energy and leaves you feeling more anxious than ever. If left unchecked, it can become a significant barrier to personal growth and success. But here's the good news. Overthinking is a habit, and like any habit, it can be broken. You can learn how to stop overthinking and start taking action with practical strategies that shift your mindset, build your confidence, and propel you forward. In this guide, we'll explore the root causes of overthinking, how to break free from it, and how to take meaningful action toward your goals. The problem with overthinking. Overthinking is when you spend too much time analyzing, ruminating, or obsessing over a decision or situation without making progress. It's often characterized by endless loops of analysis. You constantly weigh pros and cons, but never reach a decision. Fear of failure. You imagine every possible way things could go wrong, leading to indecision. Perfectionism. You want everything to be perfect before you start, which delays action. Paralysis by analysis. The more you think, the harder it becomes to act, and you feel stuck. While thinking things through is essential, overthinking can be destructive because it keeps you trapped in a cycle of inaction. It creates stress and anxiety, making problems seem larger than they are. Worse, it prevents you from making progress, reinforcing feelings of doubt and fear. Why do we overthink? To stop overthinking, it's helpful to understand why we do it in the first place. Here are some common reasons. Fear of the unknown. Our brains are wired to seek certainty, but life is inherently uncertain. Overthinking is often a way of trying to predict and control the future. Lack of confidence. When we doubt our abilities, we tend to overthink decisions to avoid making mistakes. Perfectionism. Perfectionists fear taking imperfect action, leading to endless planning and hesitation. Past experiences. Negative experiences or failures can make us cautious, causing us to overanalyze future decisions to avoid repeating past mistakes. Understanding the root causes of your overthinking can help you develop strategies to overcome it. How to stop overthinking and start taking action. Now that you understand why overthinking happens, let's explore how to break free from it. These practical strategies will help you stop overthinking, make decisions more confidently, and start taking action. 1. Focus on progress, not perfection. One of the biggest drivers of overthinking is the pursuit of perfection. We want to make the perfect decision, execute the perfect plan, or wait for the perfect moment to act. The problem is, perfection is an illusion. No decision or action will ever be flawless, and waiting for perfection only leads to paralysis. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on progress. Ask yourself, what small step can I take today to move forward? Even if the step isn't perfect, taking action will create momentum and build confidence. Remember, progress, no matter how small, is better than staying stuck in indecision. 2. Set time limits for decision-making. Overthinking often stems from giving yourself too much time to make decisions. When you have unlimited time, your mind continues to analyze and reanalyze every option. To stop this, set a clear time limit for decision making. For example, if you're deciding on a new project, give yourself 24 hours to gather information, evaluate your options, and make a decision. When the time is up, commit to your choice and move forward. Setting deadlines forces you to focus on what's important and prevents your mind from spiraling into endless analysis. 3. Use the 5-second rule. A powerful technique to overcome overthinking is Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. The idea is simple. When you have an instinct to act on a goal, count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take immediate action. This short countdown disrupts the habit of overthinking and pushes you to move forward before doubt and hesitation set in. For example, if you've been thinking about starting a new task but feel yourself hesitating, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and take that first step. Whether it's sending an email, making a phone call, or opening a document to start writing. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to break the overthinking loop. 4. Break tasks into smaller steps. Overthinking often occurs when a task or decision feels overwhelming. You think about the big picture and all the possible outcomes, which can lead to feeling paralyzed. The solution: break the task into smaller, manageable steps. For example, instead of focusing on completing an entire project, break it down into tiny tasks, like creating an outline, gathering resources, or making a list of action items. Tackling small, bite-sized tasks makes the process feel more manageable and reduces the pressure that leads to overthinking. 5. Challenge your thoughts. Overthinking is fueled by negative or irrational thoughts, such as fear of failure or doubt about your abilities. One way to stop this mental spiral is to challenge these thoughts with facts and logic. When you find yourself stuck in a loop of overthinking, ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or assumptions? What's the worst-case scenario, and how likely is it to happen? What evidence do I have that supports or contradicts this thought? For example, if you're overthinking a work project because you're afraid of making a mistake, ask yourself, how many times have I successfully completed similar projects? What's the actual risk if I make a small mistake? By confronting your thoughts with reality, you'll find that many of your fears are exaggerated or unfounded. 6. Practice mindfulness to stay present. Overthinking pulls you into the past or the future, ruminating on past mistakes or worrying about future outcomes. To break this cycle, practice mindfulness, which is the art of staying present and focused on the current moment. Mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or simply paying attention to your surroundings can help calm your mind and prevent it from spiraling into overanalysis. The next time you catch yourself overthinking, pause, take a few deep breaths, and bring your focus back to the present moment. By grounding yourself in the now, you can reduce anxiety and refocus on the task at hand. 7. Make decisions based on values, not fear. Many people overthink because they fear making the wrong decision. But the truth is, there's rarely a right or wrong choice, only different paths that align or don't align with your values and goals. When faced with a decision, shift your focus from fear to your core values. Ask yourself, which choice aligns best with my long-term goals or the person I want to become? By making decisions based on your values, you can move forward with confidence, knowing that you're staying true to what matters most to you. 8. Limit information intake. In the age of the internet, it's easy to get lost in an endless sea of information. Overthinkers often try to gather as much information as possible to make the perfect decision, but this can lead to information overload. Limit the amount of information you consume before making a decision. Choose a few reliable sources, gather only the necessary information, and trust yourself to make a decision based on what you have. Over-researching can feed overthinking, so give yourself permission to stop when you've gathered enough to move forward. 9. Embrace imperfection and take imperfect action. One of the most powerful ways to stop overthinking is to embrace imperfection. Understand that no decision or action will ever be 100% perfect, and that's okay. The fear of making mistakes or not doing something perfectly is one of the biggest contributors to overthinking. To counter this, adopt the mindset of imperfect action. Rather than waiting for the perfect time or the perfect plan, take action with the understanding that you can adjust and improve along the way. Mistakes are part of the process, and each action, even if imperfect, brings you closer to your goal. 10. Focus on what you can control. Overthinking often involves worrying about things that are outside of your control, such as other people's reactions, future events, or unforeseen obstacles. To stop this, shift your focus to what you can control: your actions, your mindset, and your response to challenges. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to move forward? By focusing on what's within your control, you'll feel more empowered to take action and less overwhelmed by external factors that you can't change. Action is the antidote to overthinking. Overthinking can feel like a mental trap, but the key to escaping it is simple: action. When you take action, you break the cycle of indecision and fear. You move forward, even if it's just a small step, and that momentum fuels more action. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate thinking or planning entirely. Thoughtful decision-making is important. But when thinking turns into overthinking, it's time to take a leap. Use the strategies in this guide to stop overthinking and start taking action. Whether it's starting a new project, making a career move, or pursuing a personal goal, the time to act is now. By shifting your mindset, embracing imperfection, and focusing on progress, you'll not only conquer overthinking, but also unlock your potential for growth and achievement. Your future self will thank you for taking that first step today.